It looks like there is a God, as Hearts have decided to fire Neil Critchley, although you could argue if God liked us, then Hearts would never have hired the guy in the first place. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland TV, and after an entire season of pain, we can once again breathe, because it looks like we're going to be getting a new manager, probably not until the end of the season, but yeah, for the, third time in the space of a year, we're going to be looking at a new permanent head manager of Heart of Midlothian, and this had to happen. Neil Critchley was never the right man. He was never the right appointment. This was like a band-aid that they simply put on Stephen Naismith after his departure, but honestly, I actually think we would have done better if we just kept Liam Fox in charge. And I get it, I don't think Liam Fox is going to do the job full time. I'm not expecting that, although I do look at what Davy Gray's doing now with Hibernian, and you're thinking here, could it have went worse if we gave Liam Fox the rest of the season after Naismith? I mean, probably not. But look, we rushed into this appointment. It was never the right appointment. Critchley's never done anything. A glorified coach who, in his managerial roles, hasn't done anything impressive, let's be honest. Managed in the lower leagues of England, and he wasn't successful in those leagues. The guy got fired from Blackpool twice. That is not Hearts quality. That's not good enough to be Hearts manager. And he's come in, and there's nothing about the guy. He doesn't ooze charisma. He's not flamboyant. He doesn't get you excited with his words, with his interviews, with his approach, with his style. He does seem like a guy that would fucking stick the cones out. I mean, he might be a good coach, but he doesn't come across as a good manager. Never once felt motivated or excited or anything along those lines with a Critchley statement, or a Critchley interview, or a Critchley performance. As good as it got for the guy, it was probably his debut game. He came in, I believe Hearts beat St Mirren by 4-0, although looking back, that was probably just a bad day at the office for Stephen Robinson, to be fair. But yeah, that was as good as it got. And after Liam Fox getting us off to a win in the Europa Conference League, Critchley, with 4 games to go, only needed 2 points or 1 win, whatever you want, and he couldn't get that, especially in the last game against Petrocub. That was unforgivable. We're 1 win away from we're 3 points away against Petrocub from getting into the next round of the Europa Conference League and staying in Europe beyond Christmas, and we fucked it right up. And that's, will we ever get a chance as good as that again? I mean, who knows? The way the club is right now, it could be a while before we even qualify for Europe again. But yeah, look, very, very happy that Hearts have decided to get rid of Critchley. They did make a statement, and by the way, guys, I've got a sore throat in case you're wondering what the fuck's going on here. I can barely talk, but I'm trying my best to get through this. They say, the board, quote, Heart of Midlothian can confirm that today it is parted company with head coach Neil Critchley and his assistant Mike Garrity. The club would like to thank Neil and Mike for their efforts during their time in Gorgie, and we would wish them all the best for the future. Liam Fox will take control of first team affairs on an interim basis. No further comment will be made at this time. End of quote. So, yeah, just similar to the Naismith sacking then. Liam Fox will take control, and that's it. They will make a comment further down the line. Now, I remember, I don't recall if it was someone at Hearts. I don't think it was. It may have been somebody that was involved with the whole Tony Bloom project, and they came out and they said that you're not necessarily looking for a top manager with the Jamestown analytics in place. You're just looking for a coach. You're just looking for a guy that can coach the players getting brought in. And I've just never heard anything as retarded as that in my life. I mean, it doesn't matter if we get the best players in Scotland in. You still need a good manager to manage them. To simply believe that we can just put in some average coach like Neil Critchley because of this Jamestown I mean, first of all, we're not guaranteed to get, quality players. Yes, I mean, it has worked out pretty well for Brighton, but let's not pretend like they're at the very top of the Premier League. Yeah, they sell their players on, but even without that, I don't see Brighton competing at the very top, and that's where Hearts eventually want to go. And if it takes us a long time to get there, we at least need to be third in the meantime. And right now we're nowhere near third, so it just doesn't make sense to me that someone could believe that bringing in a coach just to manage players is going to be good enough just because we're part of the Jamestown analytics. And I really can't remember who it was that said that. It's really bugging me. I don't think it was an official at Hearts. I don't think it was someone employed at the club. I don't think it was Andrew McKinley. Probably somebody that was involved with the Jamestown analytics. But I do remember reading a statement on that, and I was thinking, no way. We're going for Critchley because he's more known for a coach, and you believe that that's all we need with the Jamestown analytics in place. It's like, well, Critchley's proved that no, we need more than just a guy that put out cones. We need more than just a guy that fucking watched for the sidelines while training was going on. Because, yeah, this was garbage. This was, I mean, this whole 6 months has been like a training project. I mean, it's got Critchley some more experience, bad experience, may I add, at a managerial level. But for us, I mean, it's set us back big time. It's a season at the top six. It's a season we're not going to qualify for Europe. It's a chance to get to a cup final gone. And, we're going to lose some key players, I believe, in this summer transfer window. And not just the ones that are out of contract. I think we could see some players move on. I wouldn't be shocked if James Penrice gets a move away for the club. And, I mean, who knows? Maybe like Benenjami. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a move away either. So, we'll have to wait and see. But, yeah, I'm glad Critchley's been fired. Just 6 months too late. Guy should never got the job in the first place. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.